So Lieutenant Governor Robinson, you're there, you're at the city council, they're trying to ban the gun show. What was your message?
Well, to be quite honest, when I stood up to speak, I had no idea what I was going to say. But I think when it was all said and done, God put the words in my mouth. And I think the words that he delivered were the words that have been trapped inside the heads of Americans all across the country. And I think he did that because he wanted those folks to hear me say those words, to let those folks know, hey, you're not alone. You're not alone. God indeed gave you your rights. And there are others out there who believe like you and think like you, and it's time for you to stand up and proclaim to the world that God gave us our rights, and we're going to hold on to our rights, and we're going to do what we need to do. And so the message we delivered was just simply that, we shouldn't be punished for things that we didn't do. And one of the statements I made in that speech that I firmly believe is that the law-abiding, hard-working American citizen is always, they're the first ones taxed, the first one's punished, and the last one's considered. All the time. You see it time and time again.
That's so true.
And it's time for the law-abiding American citizen to stand up and say, hey, we're the ones that make this engine go round. We're the rightful masters of this place and our destiny. It's time for them to take their places in the political arena.
That's a great point. In fact, when I wrote a book, According to Plan, and we talk about the elites, and I call them pigs. And I really struggled as a Christian. Can I call our leaders pigs? Mm-hmm. And I realized, you know what? They're not our rulers.
That's right.
They're our servants.
That's exactly right.
And if they're doing piggish things like Animal Farm, communism, then we ought to call them out. And you called them out. And then you went and you've written a book, We Are the Majority, yes, which seems to echo the exact same theme, is that we're not alone. I feel this way. Tell us about your new book.
Well, here's the thing. The book was about 2 years in the making. Wrote a manuscript, and then it sat for a while. And we just by chance, we met a publisher. We put in contact with a publisher, and they liked the manuscript. We fleshed it out and worked on it, and we got it done. And it tells my entire life story from the very beginning up until right now. But that title, We Are the Majority, we need to reclaim that word, the majority. For far too long, the news media has characterized the majority. They characterize the majority as white males in this country. That is not the majority. The majority are the people of all races, all sexes, all classes who get up every day, go to work hard, follow the rules, pay their taxes and all the associated things, and try to do the right thing, follow the law and follow the rules. That is the majority, and that is the class of people in this country that is really getting browbeat and really getting run over and really getting taken advantage of and left behind. And that title, We Are the Majority, is for those people to say, hey, you are the majority, stand up, let's take this country back.
I'm getting chills because that is what a spokesman for the majority, that's why people watch that YouTube so many times. That's why they love you as the Lieutenant Governor. Dr. Carson, when he was here, said, animals have these very small frontal lobes, and therefore, as a result, all they think about is what they see. Yeah. And so they judge people immediately by what you look like. And so human beings can judge people by what you accomplish, what you believe, how you act, and what you just did is the definition of the majorities, God-fearing, family-loving Americans.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And everybody is included in that. Everybody who believes in following the rules and following the law and doing it right. People who, those folks out there who believe in standing for the flag, kneeling for the cross, all those things. That's the majority of the people in this country. The majority of people in this country know the right thing, want to do the right thing, and want things to be great. And in order for us to get this country back to where it needs to be, that majority needs to stand up and speak up and get involved.